Hi and welcome to Run Tall with Tim. I'm Tim and today I'm reviewing the Hoka Arahi 5. If you're new to the channel, I post running shoe reviews and comparisons on both Wednesday and Saturday mornings, and that's at 5 a.m. Standard Eastern Time here in the US. I also like to post bonus videos once in a while, but I never know what day of the week that's going to be or even what time. So if you enjoy watching running shoe reviews and other videos related to running, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time that I upload new content. Now, I always like to demonstrate what it looks like to run in the shoes that I'm about to review for you, so let's do that. But then when we come back together, we're going to take a real close look at the Hoka Arahi 5. So let's talk about the Arahi 5s. Now they cost $130 US. Now that's a pretty fair price for what you're getting. Oftentimes with specialty shoes like stability shoes, they want to jack up the price on us. So for 130 bucks, I think we're getting a good buy here. For the weight of the shoes, they come in at 9.1 ounces for men's size 9 on my scales, and I love that weight. Now, for just a neutral road shoe, a daily trainer, if they come in at 10 ounces, I'm pretty happy. So for a stability shoe to come in at 9.1 ounces, I'm thrilled with that. We talk about the upper. Now, there's lots of room up in this toe box to splay your toes. I appreciate that. With the midsection of the shoe, I was able to get a nice lockdown secure feeling there, but I had to cinch the material up maybe a little more than I would like to. So I think they might have just maybe a little bit more material there than they need. And, that's not uncommon for Hoka. I've seen it in other shoes like the Rocket X and the Carbon X2, shoes like that, where I have that same issue. Now, it could be me. My foot might not just use up all the volume that's there. So if you have maybe a foot shape that's going to take up more of that space, you might not have the same issue that I do. But in these, I was able to get a lockdown feeling. I just felt like I had to cinch that material up pretty closely together to get there. Now on the upside, they often refer to the shoe as the stability version of the Clifton. Now with the Clifton, especially the Clifton 7, that material is pretty stretchy. This material is not. It does not have that kind of stretch. So I wasn't concerned at all when I was pulling those laces closer together to get that feeling, that snug, secure feeling across my midfoot, that it was going to be too stretchy. And at no point did I ever feel like I needed to stop on my run and cinch up my laces like I have before in the Clifton 7. Now, as we work our way around to the side of the shoe, you can see, they don't really have a whole lot going on there in terms of plastic overlay. So that's one of the ways they're able to keep that weight down. And then we can see around towards the heel counter, they do have, a pretty good amount of stability in the heel, as they should with a stability shoe. So they've got lots of material here to help create a nice heel pocket for you to sit in, get that nice secure lockdown feeling in your heel. And then also, as long as we're looking at the heel counter, you can see that they have a nice Achilles heel flare here. That also doubles as a pull tab to help you get your shoe on. But I felt like it cradled my Achilles really nicely. It's a very comfortable feeling underfoot. So let's talk about the tongue of the shoe. Now, it is a semi-gusseted tongue, so you don't have to worry about it wandering around or migrating. And it felt nice. It laid flat on my foot. It's not overly padded, but there's plenty there. So I never felt like the laces were cutting in across the top of my foot. So there's plenty of padding to keep you comfortable. And then as we look at the padding around the heel collar as well as on the tab of the shoe, this is a pretty plush shoe, especially for 9.1 ounces. They have what I would consider to be a traditional padding system up around the heel collar and counter. So it's kind of like a pillow style that's up close to the top of the heel tab and up around into the heel counter. I found it to be really comfortable. Now, my first run experience in these was about 11 miles right out of the box, and they felt terrific the entire time that I was running in them. So I don't have any concerns at all about the comfort of the upper on this shoe. Now, it was 39 degrees when I was out running in these, so they did feel nice and cool underfoot. A little more testing is going to need to be done as the weather does warm up here in Michigan. And it's probably not going to take that long. We have huge fluctuations in our temperatures here. So, who knows, next week or the week after, it could be 75 degrees. But for now, it was cool underfoot and it felt terrific. I'm pretty impressed with the upper overall. I felt it was really comfortable to run in these shoes. Also, it's worth noting that these come with a really nice Ortholite insole that just adds a little cushion to your run experience. I always like it when you can remove an insole so that you can wash them, clean them up, and put them back in, just so that you're ready to go for the next time that you want to take them out for a spin. Now let's turn and we'll take a look at the midsole of these shoes, and that's really where the magic happens in this type of a stability shoe. Now, Hoka has used this method in the past where they have two different kinds of foam to give you that nice stable ride. They've done it in the Gaviota, and I enjoyed that shoe. So let's take a look and see exactly how it is they do that. So what they have is, if I'm going to flip this over, now this one's dirty, so I'm probably going to do a cutaway here, but here you can see that on the medial side of the shoe, that foam is much more dense than it is on the softer EVA that's around on the lateral side of the shoe. So you can actually see the difference in the color of the foam. So this foam up here, the white foam that starts up really close to the forefoot of your feet, is the softer EVA foam that's underfoot. And then this darker, which not quite gray, I guess off-white, starts here. And again, this is the medial side or the arch side of your foot and runs down around to the back, all the way around the heel up to about the midfoot of your lateral side of your shoe. And what that does is it slows your pronation. So when you're coming through on your foot strike, you're not going to be rolling in as much as you would if it was all that soft EVA foam underfoot. Now that's how they create the stability in the shoe, and they call it a J-frame because basically they're putting that more dense EVA foam in the shape of a J, and that's what really helps to slow your pronation and to bring you into a healthy level of pronation to make you more efficient through your foot strike. Now looking at the stack height in these shoes, now they've got 29 millimeters in the heel and 24 millimeters in the forefoot for a 5 millimeter offset from the heel to the toe. And again, they have that dual foam there. They've got their more dense foam and their soft EVA foam. So don't expect that this is going to be a maximum cushion shoe, but it is soft enough to give you a nice comfortable ride when you're out running. Now let's talk about the ride of the shoe. It's oftentimes, as I mentioned a few seconds ago, compared to the Clifton 7, that this is the stability version of the Clifton 7. Well, maybe to some degree, I guess I would agree with that, in looks and design, but not in ride. The Clifton 7 is a soft daily trainer that you can run in that's got a lot of cushion underfoot. These I would consider to be considerably less cushioned. Now they have to be. For its stability shoe, in order to correct that overpronation with that more dense foam, it's just not going to be as soft to run in. However, that doesn't mean that they're uncomfortable. Now these have the early stage meta rocker that Hoka is so well known for, so I felt the transition from my heel to toe was pretty darn smooth. And when I was striking the ground on my midfoot to my forefoot, I felt like there was plenty of cushion, nice, soft, comfortable ride, especially for a stability shoe. Now let's flip these shoes over and we'll take a look at the outsole, see how they're protecting all of that EVA foam that they have underfoot. And here you can see that they have blown rubber in all of the high abrasion areas in the heel, and then they're up in the forefoot of the shoe to give it lots of durability and also to give you a little bit of traction to help keep you safe and secure when you're out on the road. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it for you. As always, run tall, run strong, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.